McKinney, and today I want to show you a delicious tailgating recipe. One of the most popular game day foods is buffalo wings, and you can buy them, but usually they're deep fried and then they're tossed in a lot of butter. This recipe is actually boneless buffalo wings, so it's chicken breasts, which are a lot lighter, and we're not frying them, we're grilling them. And the sauce that I'm gonna make is really simple, but there's no butter in it, and you're not gonna miss it, believe me. So this is just a delicious recipe that you can make up and enjoy on game day. So the first thing we're gonna do is we've got 1.5 pounds of chicken breast here that I've just cut into little strips, little kind of bite-sized strips, not real long. And I'm gonna get a tablespoon of olive oil on these. Just kind of eyeball it here. Tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and then I'm also going to do about 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt, and then some fresh ground pepper, of course. And this is all that's going to flavor our chicken first. I'm just going to get these kind of mixed up here, and then I'll get them on the grill. But I want to show you in the meantime, I want to show you before we do that, the sauce that we're gonna make with this. Now, I'm gonna grill these chicken breasts, and then I'm going to actually toss it in the sauce, just like you would with buffalo wings. So here I have 1/2 cup of Frank's hot sauce. It's the best, it's really good stuff. And I'm also gonna add in a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. We all love Worcestershire sauce, it just kind of makes everything better. And then I got 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder in here. What I like about this is you are probably going to have most of these ingredients. I mean, you may have to get the hot sauce, but other than that, these are pretty simple ingredients. I also like to have some honey. I like to have a little sweetness in my hot. Anything that's hot, I like to have a little bit of sweetness just to balance it out. I'm just going to do about 1 teaspoon of honey. I'm going to get that mixed up. And that is how easy it is. That's sauce. Really simple. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the chicken breast on the grill. Alrighty, so our grill is preheated to medium-high heat. You could do this on the outdoor grill, of course. Or you could even do it in a skillet if it's just too cold outside to grill. So let's go ahead and get our little chickens on the grill. And since I've already coated this with oil, they're not going to stick. It just makes it a lot easier to do that beforehand. And I'm going to cook these for probably about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, depending on how big. Some are a little bigger than others, so I'm already starting to see some grill marks on these, which is exactly what you want. All right, here's the fun part. So our chicken is done, or it's done cooking, and now I'm just going to get these right into this delicious sauce that we made. It's going to have so much flavor, and it's going to be even better than regular buffalo wings. Okay, I don't know about that, but it's going to be really good and way better for you and way easier. I'm just not into, I don't know, I mean, I like fried foods every now and then, but just actually frying them myself and going through that process, just kind of a big process. And this is something you could do anytime, not just for special occasions. And see how I'm just going to kind of go ahead and just start getting them tossed. I'm going to be coated in this sauce. Alright, these are all coated, they look really good. And now I'm going to go ahead and put them back on the grill for a minute. It's kind of like whenever you make buffalo wings, you'll put them in the oven after you've coated them in the sauce. A lot of times you'll do that. This is kind of that same process. But it just takes a second. And they're just going to, I don't know, something about putting them on this grill. It just makes them even more delicious. And if this wasn't good enough, we're going to make a Gorgonzola dip, kind of my take on a blue cheese. Gorgonzola dip that's really easy that we're going to dip these little chickens into. See that little golden color that the sauce gets in the chicken? It is so good. The chicken is totally done. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. And the only next thing we have to do is our Gorgonzola dressing. Now, I just kind of decided to do Gorgonzola because I actually like Gorgonzola more than blue cheese. It's just a little creamier. I just prefer it, but you could use blue cheese if you prefer blue cheese. So all we've got is 6 ounces of Gorgonzola, and then I've got 1/2 cup of buttermilk, and I actually use fat-free buttermilk to kind of make sure this is light. And then I'm kind of splurging a little bit here. I've got 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. I actually use the olive oil mayonnaise because I like the flavor of it and it's lighter. And then 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, which gives just a nice little tang to the dressing. I like to add it in almost all dressings that I do. All right, let's kind of get this stirred up. I'm using a fork just so that I can kind of mash up the gorgonzola a little bit with the rest of the dressing. Yum! How delicious does that look? And this is just that cool, creamy dressing that goes perfect with the spicy chicken. We all know and love it. Of course, you could also use ranch if you prefer ranch. All right, that looks perfect. Now I'm just gonna get in a ½ teaspoon of kosher salt. Gotta have a little salt in there. And some fresh ground pepper, however much you like. I like a lot of pepper, so does my husband, so I go a little heavy on it. All right, fantastic. That is amazing. And how quick was that to make? That literally took, what, maybe 30 seconds? Just easy, easy, easy. Now for the test, I'm just gonna go right in and dip it in there. Perfect, perfect little bite right there. That's what I'm talking about. That is game day food. You don't have to feel guilty about. I'm all about having the regular buffalo wings every now and then, but when there's a game or an event every weekend, it gets a little old and you need something new, something a little lighter. So give this a try. I hope you guys enjoy it. Have fun.